Yo, what up, though? It's your man, DJ Caveman. We back again. It's another Sunday. That means it's another episode of DJ Caveman and IronMonkey talking that shit. Two umps. You know what I mean? On a Sunday morning. Talking all that bullshit about the shit that goes on in the world that's non-political, because we keep it light over here. Plus, motherfuckers don't read.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? They just be spewing weird facts that don't make sense to anybody but themselves. Anyway, as always, we got a special, well, not as always, but most of the time we got a special guest host because our friends do dope shit. And you know, we got an old school original on the show today. You know, she was on one of our
Saturday morning conversations.
Our first iterations of this podcast. You know what I mean? Way back when we first started doing this, and she comes back periodically and blesses us with her presence. The world famous Ava Gaudet on the show with us today.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Her movie credit list is long, son. Long.
Hello.
She's teaching, she's acting, she's dancing, she's parenting, she's wifing. You know what I'm saying? She's partying, you know. She's jet setting.
That one's at the bottom of the list. But yeah.
You know, welcome to the show, Ava. Back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me again.
You're our second most. You have the second most appearances of any guest on the show.
I love this for me.
Behind clandestine Pete.
I don't think P's a guest anymore. He's just a distant cousin that just be visiting on the weekends.
Pete has become our official unofficial third co-host because he's on the show like twice a month. Seems like
nice.
At least, yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
But we always
he's that Johnny Carson fill-in.
Right? He's the other dude on the couch. He's the band leader. He's the band leader. You had your host, and you had your little co-host on the other end of the couch, and then you had your band leader who comes on every once in a while. Pete's like the band leader, but you know, we never know where Pete is because, you know.
Yeah, we don't need to know.
We don't need to know because Pete got super top secret clearance these days.
Yeah.
But Ava, how you been, man? Tell us how has your week been? How have you been in general? What's new on the scene?
Oh, what's new on the scene? I've been good. I'm just like, busy teaching the youth of America at my performing arts school. Doing my family thing, just doing my acting thing, doing my music thing, juggling all of those balls at the same time, just trying to keep everything up in the air. Yeah, busy.
Okay.
Good problems to have.
Yes. Yeah, good problems are good. Great problems to have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shit,
And then bad problems.
How was your week, man?
My week was pretty decent. Adjusting to the new way of life. Setting up the new system of things, seeing that you put me onto that book, Atomic Habits. Trying to get other people onto it, put my sister onto it, a couple of friends on it, and, just getting myself together. There was a couple of things that I was supposed to make bullet points on, but I was like, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, the next step is to do it. And then is to do it well. So, and then that's the thing with me is that I'm a low-key perfectionist where, it takes me a while to do things because in my mind, if I do something, I'm supposed to be better than average. Like in my mind, somehow I've tricked myself that I'm a prodigy in whatever I do. It's like my sister says, she has a grandiose outlook on herself and other people don't appreciate it. I'm like, yeah, I do too. But sometimes it's just doing something is a win in itself, especially with Ava being a teacher and all, that's one of the hardest things with some students is just going into the mindset of, I'm not good, and I'm here to get better. So that's really how my week went. It's getting more into that mindset of just do it. And as I'm doing it, then it's the part of consistently doing it and then getting better at it. So
that reminds me of, like, have you heard about these kinds of studies and things about success, where they say the more successful you are, the more delusional you are. You have to be delusional,
yeah,
especially as an actor. You have to be delusional a little bit. You have to just be
yeah,
like, I'm not taking all of this, the regular kind of things that happen to other actors into play in my career. It's not going to happen to me, you know?
yeah,
And those people
yeah.
are usually the most successful.
And sometimes, like, your greatest success comes from your greatest failures. Because for me to do stand up, I'm like, nah, man, I can't go up there and get booed. But the thing is that's a part of the journey. I gotta
Yo,
go up there
every stand-up talks
and
about
get
how they
booed.
got booed.
Exactly. And that for me is like the grandiose mindset is, nah, I'm gonna go on stage, and when I come off the stage, I'm gonna be on Saturday Night Live next week. Like, that's my mindset. Like, that's
That's
my mindset. But like you said, and a lot of people they have their feelings about him, but Dave Chappelle, he talked about being delusional.
Yeah.
Delusion is a part of it all.
Mhm.
Where people go, "Who do you think you are?" I am. Like, like Daryl's boy, the bowler. Who do
Pete
you think
Weber.
you are? I am. That
Pete
doesn't
Weber.
really answer the question, but you have to have that mentality. But also, you have to have a grounding part and element to it all, and,
Yeah,
and
you got to be
that
able
is
to put
what,
the work in.
yeah. And the grounding element, I think I have too much of it. I'm like 90% grounded. Where people are like, oh man, that's good. I'm like, yeah, it's good, but I know there's others that are better. I just have to accept the compliment, you know?
Mhm.
Or if it's like, oh, you're trash, I have to accept it. We're room to get better. But
Use that
Daryl, how
shit.
was your week, man?
Use that shit as motivation, man. Hey, listen, my week was all right, bro. You know me, I'm out here fulfilling the daydreams and fantasies of soccer moms and all across suburbia. Um, stay-at-home moms and nannies, but there's not very many nannies here in Dearborn Heights. But
Mhm.
and I bought an iron. That was the highlight of my week. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I bought a new iron. You got a fucking headlight. I mean, it's not a Laura Star ironing system, which is easily the greatest ironing system I've ever seen in my entire life. So
Look
this
at you guys with your irons.
this dude got
I love
this
this.
is the prop master, dog. See, this is the type of shit I'm
This
talking
is
about.
amazing.
I don't even want to leave the podcast to get my iron to show off my iron, but it's a nice iron. I'll post it on
Mm.
social media for all to see. Shit costs me a good amount of money.
I love that
Color.
you're not walking around with wrinkly clothes.
I'm working
Mm.
my way up to a Laura Star system, which is like a whole ironing system with an active board. It's like a $2,000 ironing system for your house.
Active board? What kind
Yeah,
of
it's an active board.
Flintstone shit you got going on?
No. So it's got
Active board
a
is gonna
fan.
fold itself up when it's done.
First of all, look it up. It's called Laura Star, and it has like a fan in the bottom, and it blows the air into your fabric so that it lifts off the ironing board, so you can
Oh.
so that you don't iron wrinkles. It's good for like silk and like the softer fabrics where you iron it and end up ironing more wrinkles into it. It lifts it up, and it has like a dry steam, so your clothes don't get steamed out and like damp and shit.
Okay,
It's a
this
lot.
was not on my bingo card today.
It's a lot.
Learning about an ironing system from y'all.
Ooh.
A
Listen,
$2,000
Ava, I'm
ironing
living a
system.
domestic
This
life.
is
I'm living a domestic life
wow.
these days as
This
a
is
single
Ooh.
20-something-year-old aunt.
yeah.
I just realized I don't have any cutting knives in my house, and it really has ruined my meal choice for tonight. I can't chop my short ribs up the way I want them, so they
Yeah,
fit.
what would MacGyver do, man?
He would probably use
Sometimes you just
butter
gotta
knife.
make it happen.
He would probably sharpen a butter knife. Well, I don't have time for that because I don't have a knife sharpener.
Sharpen a credit card. So
Right.
it's not the
It's not
all
that
prison
serious.
style.
I just put the short ribs in the freezer for now, and then I'll go buy some knives and a
All right.
cutting board because I also don't have a cutting board. These are the things you realize when you only
Yeah.
buy stuff like as you need it. Like I
Oh
really
man.
literally like instead of like being like I gotta go to Target or somewhere and spend $5,000 on like household goods, I just
Mhm.
buy it as I need it. Like I don't
Hey,
have a kitchen I don't have a dining room table right now, but I want one, so I'm
listen,
looking for one, and eventually
the
I'll get
ghost of the ghost of Miss Bone, aka our home ec teacher, is shedding some tears right now, man. Like our home ec teacher will look down at us and be like, "Damn, Daryl, you got a fancy iron but no cutting board, no knives."
Listen,
Come on,
home
man.
economics is a whole situation, man. Listen, I've been doing.
They should bring that. They should bring that back. To be honest,
do they still have home economics not in schools no more?
I don't know.
that and wood class is
Not in my
probably out.
school.
Yeah, that and wood class is like a couple of things that they probably don't do
woodworking?
anymore. Yeah, I never wanted to take wood class because I always wanted to keep my fingers. So
Every school should have a home economics curriculum combined with like financial literacy. You should learn how to cook and iron and take care of your
homemakers
and your bills at the same time. And everybody
homemakers, yep. Because it's home economics. It's home and economics. It's basics.
It should be a senior response, like a course you got to take as a senior in high school, leaving.
Yeah.
If not,
balance a checkbook.
You know what I mean? Like how to do all the things that you're gonna need to do. Except now it's all done online. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I posted.
There's an app for that.
You know, I can run all my errands without getting out of my car now because they have like curb service delivery and all that. You know, you can just order ahead, whoop, whoop, pull up, they come out, put it on, you leave. You need your prescriptions. Everybody's got a drive-through now. You know, and if you really don't want to leave your house, everything can be delivered at this point. Like
that's so true.
Everything. Like if you're okay with people touching your produce and shit, you can have all your groceries, clothes. Like
it's a hermit's dream.
I buy my iron. I bought my iron on Amazon and it came in 48 hours. You know what I mean? Like
it's a hermit's dream out there, man.
You know? I've been buying my sneakers online, everything.
Nah, so some things I have to see it in real life. Like I can't buy pants online. We've already had this discussion. Like with the weather getting better, with the weather getting better with the Hoochie Daddy shorts. Like I'm not gonna buy Hoochie Daddy shorts online, and then it comes in and it's shorter than my boxer briefs. Like nah, man, I can't do that. Like I have to see it, and then I'll get the deal online. Huh?
It's because you're shopping on Temu.
Nah, I don't shop on Temu. My father does. I refuse to shop on Temu.
I got my Hoochie Daddy shorts on Amazon, bro. They came in 5 inches, thighs out all summer. You ready? It's ready. Don't skip leg day.
Listen, some places got different measurements.
Are you a Temu shopper, Ava?
I don't buy clothes on Temu, but low key, furniture on Temu is the thing to do because we just furnished our entire outdoor area with Temu furniture and it is top notch. Top notch. Like it's the same shit that you would buy on Wayfair or like any other, you know, like the kind of furniture that you need to put together yourself. It's the same shit. Get it on Temu.
See, listen.
And you like $6 for it.
Exactly. It's like $100 and you get 5 chairs and a table and like it's perfect.
Nah, just I started laughing because the way she was doing it, I'm like, damn, this sounds like an official commercial. Like I'm expecting like the little logo, Temu.
Did it take like 7 weeks to come though?
No, not really. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
The first time's always the best one. After that, it's downhill.
Yeah.
Because my father, I swear, Temu gets a lot of them older folks ordering shit online because you get that little bingo thing. Oh yeah, you can get 140% off. My father's like, yo, just order this for me. No. I'm like, nah, man, I'm not doing this for you because now I gotta track it. I'm not doing this.
And then, okay, pro tip. If something is wrong, you order something and it's wrong, okay, and you don't like it, doesn't matter what it is, you try to get to some customer service person and you convince them to give you your money back and you don't have to return the thing. Temu will always do that if you push hard enough. Pro tip.
Pro tip. How much stuff have you purchased off Temu?
I'm telling you, my husband did this project. He wanted to build a deck out in our backyard, and it's literally like you could see this from space. It's so fucking big. The deck is like Why? The whole yard is decked, which is nice. It's beautiful. But we needed so much furniture because what are we going to do with all this? So we just bought so much stuff from Temu, and that was a last summer thing. That was a last summer thing. That was our project last summer.
But wait, did Temu take over for Wish? Or is just Wish like rebranded into Temu?
I don't know.
Because I don't see Wish around anymore, which I thought was odd because wasn't they sponsoring like one of them NBA teams? You know, where they have the little logo. I swear, Wish was with the Lakers, which is wild in itself. But you know,
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know either.
yeah, because Wish is gone. Like, there's no more Wish.
Or they just don't advertise as much anymore. Like, what was the other one that all the girls used to get all their like club clothes from? And they released the
not Rainbow. Oh, Sheen.
Sheen, yeah. Then they started releasing like dudes' clothes, and they had all these dudes walking around in tight ass t-shirts and shit.
It's Sheen, and there's another one too. But either way,
it's all spandex.
Latex, yeah, stretchable.
It's all spandex and stretchable material and shit. Everything comes in medium that stretches out to an XL.
Spandex denim? Where do they make this at? Spandex denim. That's the part of Vietnam that they don't let nobody go into. That's the forbidden zone.
But
so all the Temu stuff is overseas. That's the main thing with Temu.
For the people who don't know who you are, Ava, let's introduce you properly.
Okay.
Tell the world who you are and what you do, and what you've been up to, what you got coming out. I noticed you might have a movie out now or coming out soon.
Yeah.
You know, fill us in on all that.
Yeah, so I'm an actor and a musician, singer, and a teacher. You know, I spent most of my adult life out in New York and LA, kind of like just doing the film and television thing. Moved back to New England, which is my hometown. God, like nine years ago, almost 10 years now. We've been back in New England, and you know, I'm still doing it. There's a pretty active market out here for film and television projects. So been working. I still have my reps. Like I still have an agent in Atlanta, and I still have my management team is in LA and stuff. So I just lost my. Excuse me. Just a moment. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I have some stuff out right now that you can watch on Netflix. There was a film that was released like last year called "Held Hostage in My House," streaming now on Netflix. I also have a couple of episodes
Netflix.
on I'm just advertising all day on God. I also have a couple of episodes on a new show for Apple TV called Widow's Bay. Release date April 29th, I believe. Apple TV Plus. It's like a supernatural kind of mysterious. It looks very, 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 very cool. I'm in episode 4 and 8.
All right. Even numbers. All right.
I do. So I'm looking forward to that. And, you know, I'm just doing my thing. I'm doing a lot of coaching and teaching these days for on-camera actors. And I really love it, actually. I really love coaching other actors and helping them not make the mistakes that I made when I was first starting out, and kind of keeping up with how much this industry is changing. Day to day, there's like new rules all the time. So,
when you say that, what's one of the biggest pitfalls that you would say that you fell into that you try to coach people away from?
Yeah. So one of the biggest things that I fell into, and it was when I first moved to LA, and I was really making the shift from being a primarily theater actor to being an on-camera actor. So I had already booked a television show, and I was like, oh, this is really what I want to do. And so I moved to LA, and I didn't learn how to be an auditioner. I didn't learn how to be a professional auditioner, because the skills that you need to be an auditioner are different than the skills you need to just be an actor. Sometimes they intersect, of course they intersect, but like I didn't take the time. I just made a video about this on my Instagram because it was probably one of the worst pieces of advice I ever got from, my team. My manager was like, you don't need to know how to audition. You just need to be a really good actor. So get into a scene study class. So I was out in LA and I was getting all of these amazing opportunities. I had just come off a Broadway show. I had this like recurring role on a TV show for like a major network. I had every audition known to man. I had so many auditions when I first moved to LA that my manager would come up with itineraries. Like, okay, 10 a.m. you're in Santa Monica, you're going to do this. Okay. And then at 1 p.m. you have to go to Studio City and you have to do this audition. I mean, I was auditioning for everything and I did not have the skills that I needed to like cash in because my manager told me to just be in a scene study class. And that was wrong for me. I didn't know. I didn't know like how to really like nail these auditions, like so many different skills as far as like, how do you create a believable, grounded character from a scene that is separated from the script? Like you don't get context. You don't get the script most of the time. And so you have to be a detective and figure out what's going on. How do you do that? How do you craft a believable audition when you don't have anything with you? You don't have a set, you don't have props, you don't have other actors, you don't have any of that. So you have to like create it all yourself. How do you do that?
Yeah, that show Wonder Man on Disney Plus. Like it's a different kind of superhero movie. That's the aspect that I actually loved because they showed it's not just about being a straightforward actor. It's also about, because when you're being straightforward, you're narrow. It's all about the room and the audience. So it becomes a part of what the young kids say is res, having charisma.
Yeah.
You know, making everybody feel you as a person rather than this is what I need to do. So you just have to be in the full moment, not just focus on the goal. And that's what I'm taking from the show and what you're reinforcing here, because a lot of times they trump stuff up on TV, to punch it up a little bit, make it TV worthy.
Yeah. No, definitely. And what you're talking about is like I work with my coaching clients and my students a lot on like audition technique that is involving creating an environment that isn't there. You have to imagine, you have to be like a kid, it reminds me of my daughter when she was younger and she was like playing these imagination games. Like she was creating the whole world around her. And that's what you have to do when you're auditioning. It's like, oh, I'm a waiter. Who's sitting at your tables? What does this restaurant look like? Where's the kitchen? Where do you know what I mean? Like you got to fill it all in. And then when you book the role and you're on set and you're shooting it, different ball game.
It's different. It's different etiquette.
They're going to have different ball game. They're going to have it all there for you, and now you have to adjust, and now you have to create a relationship with this environment that they have created for you. So now this is your restaurant. You know what I mean? It's so, different skills.
What's the role that you feel like you fumbled? Where you're like, damn, I crushed it, but then.
Yeah. Oh my God. I made so many of those. Like
what's the one you want back though? If you could get it again.
So cringe. It's so cringe when I think of like when I first got to LA. I was just like, I was operating on pure instinct, and instinct had gotten me really far. It had gotten me very far, and it was like, it was a little misleading.
Run it down for the people. Don't be humble. Like, this is not the humble podcast. Go ahead.
I know, but so when I got out there,
come on, she's reliving traumas now.
Exactly. This is dramatic. So one of the things that I know I fumbled was not having a really clear idea on how different television shows and different films have very different tonalities, and that you have to play, or not that you play the tonality, you don't do that. You have to incorporate the tone into your audition. So one of the, again, I just posted a video on this on my Instagram. about, I had this one casting director who like fucking hated me. He was literally like, I don't understand how any television network will ever want to hire her. Like, she's the worst. Like, she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. Now, the thing was, I had already been hired by a major network, so I was already working in television. But the thing that he got right was that I did not understand what it meant to audition for a procedural. Like, this was a procedural drama having to do with cops, detectives, interrogation things, and like there's a very specific tone for that, and I did not incorporate that into my audition. So when I walk in and every other actor has like a very clear idea of what they're doing, they go in, they nail it, and then I come in like I have no clue. He was like, wow, this girl sucks.
So you're saying that
I
you
mean?
could have been Olivia Benson?
I could have.
I can see it.
I could have. Here I am.
Well, CSI Providence, CSI Rhode Island. Don't worry. The spinoff is coming eventually. Seeing that they got the Housewives of Newport or Rhode Island coming out soon, so anything is possible. I'm just waiting for the Ballback show to come out so I can shine as Ballbacks of Rhode Island.
You got to create that, man. That. Are they still? Has that show come out yet? The Housewives of Rhode Island. Like, has anybody watched it?
I don't think so.
No, they still taping. Yeah, they're still gathering footage.
How interesting! Because one of the wives is not even from Rhode Island. Just saying.
Yeah, listen. Well, she lives in Rhode Island or adjacent enough.
She's from like Massachusetts somewhere.
Fall River. New Bedford.
New Bedford, yeah, right. So close.
Yeah. Listen, New Bedford is about 40 minutes, right, from Providence. URI in Kingston, Rhode Island, is about 40 minutes away. So it's all relative.
Hey, Dawood, your mic is in and out, Dawood. I don't know if it's your earbud flap inside your Kangol flap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it might be. Not because I ended up finding. Is it better? Is it worse?
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. I think it was just like knocking up against your bunny ears there.
But one thing I wanted to ask though, seeing that we're talking about location, you said that you dealt with Atlanta, LA, and New York, right?
Yeah.
How are they different? And which one do you prefer? Vibe-wise.
Oh God, man. First of all,
because Atlanta's a hotbed right now.
It is. Just for pure weather, I would go back to LA in a heartbeat. Honestly, I don't know. I'm one of those people. I lived in New York and I lived in LA. I've never lived in Atlanta. I do have I have an agent out there that does the whole like Southeast market. I've never lived out there, so I don't know what that is like. But so, okay, New York is very theater-driven market. They have a ton of respect for theater actors. All the on-camera actors in New York are also doing Broadway, off-Broadway, regional theater. They're theater actors doing the thing, doing both. Very competitive. Hard to get an agent. The agents are very picky and very particular. However, there's also an element of like, if you're a theater actor, you can kind of do things on your own without representation. So before I got into the Broadway show that I was in, I did not have an agent or a manager or any kind of rep. I was just showing up at the open calls that they would have for the different Broadway shows. And I showed up until the casting directors got to know me. So I appreciated that about living in New York, that there was this quality of like, I can kind of do something on my own. LA, on the other hand, is a completely different vibe. It is almost 100% film and television driven. Theater is kind of not a thing. Theater is like the thing that you do in between on-camera jobs, you know, when you want to do something and not get bored, you need an agent or a manager. There's kind of no real great viable way to do things on your own out there. There's agents and managers everywhere. it's a little easier to get representation. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be great representation, but you really need a rep out there to get auditions. Also very competitive. In LA, you're really like dealing with star names. You know, you're dealing with star names, and there's a lot of offers going out. So in other words, like, I'm just going to put an offer out to this known actor and not even hold auditions. Or if I hold auditions, it's like, because it's a technicality, and we're just going to put an offer out to somebody that we already know. So
Yeah, we already got somebody, but we just have to, make it look like we
Make it look
haven't
good.
open
Yeah,
auditions.
exactly.
You ever show up to an audition and there's like mad famous people there, like superstars, and you're like, damn, I'm auditioning for the same role as Lawrence Fishburne.
No,
Yeah.
you
In
know,
my case.
no, like those people.
Yeah,
like,
what Phyllis Diller doing there? Oh, no, Phyllis Diller shouldn't be in here. I don't know why she's on my mind recently, but
Diller? I can't.
yeah.
I can't with Phyllis Diller. So those people either don't have to audition, or they're going to have an appointment where it's a one-on-one, like, you show up at 2:00 on Tuesday and we're going to like escort you in, and you have your own little thing. You know what I mean? I have been in a room with like C-list actors that are recognizable for sure. Like, oh, that person is like recurring on some show or whatever. No, you know what? You run into I ran into more of those people bartending in LA than I did auditioning in LA. You know what I mean?
Right. So
Hey,
as someone who sings
go ahead.
and acts, right? We're like at the same time. What's the is it harder in LA to be like a singer or an actor? In New York, it feels like it would be easier to be like on the music side of things, just because of like the congestion of New York, and like, the theater and the TV, and everybody's on Law and Order anyway. And
yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, New York is a really vibrant community. There's people gigging. There's people doing studio sessions. There's people doing, like advertising music. There's people doing musical theater. There's a lot of stuff going on. And there's like outlets for that in New York, for sure. LA is like, it's different. It's like, there's a lot of people moving out to LA to be songwriters and to be artists themselves. And again, it's just, it's hard, it's competitive. It's not, it's winning the lottery a lot of times.
Did you ever get drawn to a place like Nashville as a musician?
No, only because I don't consider myself a songwriter. If I was a songwriter and singer, absolutely, I would be there. I'm not like, I have written, but that's not my niche. Songwriting is not my thing. So yeah, like that's the only reason.
Hey, and some of those auditions, like you were saying earlier, do you, like in the movies like Hollywood Shuffle, do you ever see people like in the hallways like auditioning, and these pretzels are making me thirsty. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Like that kind of. Daryl doesn't get that Seinfeld reference because he'd never watch a Seinfeld.
Oh, come on.
Seinfeld.
That's all right. There's shows that I never watch, and that's quite fine too. But do you run across people like that? Do you find yourself doing that as well?
Yeah. So, okay. So what you're referring to is sort of like an antiquated way of auditioning that died along with the pandemic. So when I lived in LA before the pandemic, there were auditions that you would go to in person. You would sit in a waiting room and you would get called in by the casting director, and you would do your thing with the casting director. It was actually lovely. I miss it very, very much. But there was a whole vibe in the waiting, like the waiting room vibe was a real thing. It's like you gotta zone in. Like, there's the people that are like, oh yeah, well, I just shot this show and I just shot that show and I'm working on this, I'm working on that. And I'm like, shut up so that I can focus. You know what I mean? Or you can hear on the other side of the door like what they're doing, and it's so distracting. And like, yeah, that it was a whole thing. So now everybody is self-taping. Everyone's recording their auditions at home, which is has its own set of pros and cons. But
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah,
because I always see those scenes and I always think that's a trip, because if I'm sitting there trying to read, it's hard for me to concentrate but I guess it's a practice in itself where you're supposed to be in your moment and dull everything else out. But I always found that to be a trip.
Yeah, no, it's hard. It's hard. And it's definitely like, it's a tactic.
Somebody eating their tuna casserole next to you, like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Fuck off me. Yeah. So
you lived in two places with the worst traffic on the planet too, by the way.
Yeah, because for somebody like me that doesn't drive, New York would probably be the better way for me to commute versus LA, because you got to go from A to B, and that's probably 4 hours in itself. Yes. New York, you might go from A to B, and even though it's a shorter ride, it might take you 4 hours based on traffic. So subway, somebody might get stabbed and they shut down the whole system.
That's true. Yeah. That would happen. Wait, why are you late? Someone gets stabbed. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. It's a Wednesday. Yeah. It's that day. Today's stab day.
Again?
Yeah.
They always tell me
somebody got short at $387 on their paycheck. Now they got to stab somebody. Yeah. It's Wednesday. I get it though. So because for me, I know my daughter's down in Atlanta, and she is somewhat of a triple threat in the making. Oh. She has the song. She's focusing more on the songwriting. She's done a lot of acting while she was younger. I feel like Atlanta has more of an organic vibe, but it's more of a networking thing. Where LA and New York, it feels like networking parties. Where you got to go to networking mixers and stuff like that. Atlanta just feels like you play golf, you go to a barbecue. It has that kind of texture and feel to it. But the fourth one is New Orleans. New Orleans is coming up too in regards of studios, and that they have a totally different vibe in itself as well.
Yeah, I mean, things are. I think another change that happened since post-pandemic is that things are a lot more global, if you will. Like they're spreading out, that you don't have to be in that market necessarily. Like you can be anywhere and things are happening. There's going to be a big studio built in Connecticut. So kind of like in between New York and New England. So things are happening. And all over the country.
Yeah, the world feels flatter in a sense. It felt like for Daryl, it feels like everything got ironed out.
I see what you did there.
Yes. Because with the auditioning, everybody's just doing their little tapes and doing things virtually versus having to be on scene.
I feel like it's easier for people though to do self tapes because you don't have to travel. Like before, you would have had to go to LA or to New York or to Boston or Atlanta. Now you could just be in your living room or your man cave or your she shed or wherever you got set up. Do your stuff
in the bathroom
and just send it
on
in.
The job.
And boom, maybe you get it, maybe you don't, and then so you don't have to spend money on flights or get a weird job at the airlines who could fly standby. Really
that's true. I think all of that is true. Like I said, there's a whole different set of pros and cons when it comes to self-taping all the time. One of the the convenience. I very often have to do my self-tapes in the middle of the night because I have a family and I have shit to do, and I have to cook dinner, and I have to freaking put the dishes in the dishwasher, and after my kid goes to bed, I do my self-tape in the middle of the night and I get it done. It's nice to have the control over the audition, not having to travel, not having to
deal with the back hallway.
I can have a day job. I couldn't have a day job in LA. I was auditioning during the day, and I was bartending at night because I needed my days. So a little bit more flexibility in that way. However, the thing that I really miss is having the contact with the casting director during your audition, because you are in like an empty like cave. No, pun intended. Like you have nothing, you have no feedback whatsoever. And you're like, I don't know if this is right. At least if you were in person, the casting director could be like, okay, cool. That was a great version, but let's do it a little bit more like this, because they know what the director wants, or they know more about the project or the tone or whatever. So it's kind of like performing into a void that is really difficult. But again, I teach my clients and my students, if you don't know what the tone is, go ahead, do 2 takes. 1 take one way, do a separate take completely different. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. When I'm in my room and I have no contact to ask anybody, so here's 2 different versions. Maybe one of them is going to be right. I don't know.
Musically, what it sounds like is like the difference between CDs and records, where records you could feel the static. It's like it's grabbing the energy of the room, where CDs it's just sterilely clean and musically clean. You don't get the feel for everything. You could make it what you want the feel to be, in a sense. So I get I get where you're coming from.
Hey, so speaking of movies, and like the pinnacle of movies is happening tonight.
Yes.
The movie Super Bowl.
Movie Super Bowl,
Super Bowl, where everybody gets all dressed up and all that, and goes out and sits around for how long? Like, I know there's a lot of shit they don't do. Like, have you ever been to the Academy Awards? Like,
no, never.
To go check it out. Like, can regular people?
How about the Ace Awards?
You
Any
can
award shows?
I've never been to an award show. So they have like, you could be a seat filler.
Oh, okay.
Exactly what it sounds like. Like they just need bodies in the seats. Or like sometimes for the SAG Awards, you can be a part of the like, I don't know, the voting. I don't know. I honestly, I've never done it. I have friends who are able to go to these things for some, I don't know how they figured it out, but I've never been. I like, similar to the Super Bowl or football, I like watching it from my living room, honestly.
Nice. Do you throw a party?
No.
All the fancy
No,
snacks?
I don't. I know. No, I don't. I don't.
So
I was watching the show. I was watching the show, and I don't know why it came up. But do they still do the Ace Awards? Like, what was the Ace Awards really about?
I've never even heard of the Ace Awards, bro. So.
Nah, I don't know why the Ace Awards for me just brings me back to like
so many,
80s, 90s.
There's so many offshoot award shows these days, man. Like everybody has an award show for everything these days. But with the Academy Awards coming up, like I thought maybe we should do our give our thoughts and maybe some predictions on just the 3 major categories, right? Because there's a lot of categories enacted now.
I have a question for you guys. Have you seen all of the like nominated movies? No. Okay.
No, I'm horrible at that. I tried, but I can't. Like some of them are too deep.
And I've literally only seen I've seen 3.5 of the
Men?
3, 6, 9, 10 movies nominated for Best Picture.
No, wait, the half. Did you stop watching because you couldn't do it? Like you were bored or something? Or did you just run out of time?
I started watching Marty Supreme, and then I had to go somewhere. And
I was going to bring that up. That's the movie that I wanted to see before it actually came out, because isn't Tyler the Creator in that movie too?
I think so. Yeah.
And that one.
It was okay. You know, Chalamet is an interesting.
I heard mixed things. He is interesting. Yes.
But we got I haven't seen Secret Agent or Begonia.
I just saw Begonia last night.
How was it?
You see that look? Some movies are a little bit too deep and too thing for me. I can't deal sometimes.
It was that. Whatever you're talking about, it was that. But it was so wild and it was so weird. And like honestly, I really appreciate that. Like filmmaking doesn't have to be making the same movie over and over again. Like, let's do some
Yes.
weird shit. Let's do it. Like, why not? You can do whatever you want in a film. And it was
And
so
be
weird.
artistic with it.
Yes, it was wild. It was like, man, like the third act of that movie came out of nowhere. It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, see some movies like I'm like it's like mentally it will take me to places that I know I do not want to be. Like I smoke weed and I do certain things, but there's like kids. But like kids was too much for me. Like just the concept of it was too much.
You gotta expand your bandwidth by watching these weird ass movies. It's like when you send me movies to watch and I watch them and I'm like, this is not anything I would watch. But it's it expands my bandwidth. Like I want to watch Begonia because I heard it's like weird and shit.
Yeah.
I also want to watch the new Frankenstein movie. It's not Frankenstein. It's called The Bride. You know what I mean? It's it's an interesting take on the whole story. It's very Bonnie and Clyde-ish. I can at least what I gleaned from the.
I'm gonna say one more thing about Begonia, just because I just watched it last night. The acting in this movie is so good, and let me tell you, the lead actor was snubbed. So here's a movie. I feel so bad for this guy, Jesse Plemons. You would recognize.
Oh, he's amazing.
Oh my God.
Jesse Plemons is amazing.
Jesse Plemons got snubbed. So I am ready to start like a war on this because he's in the film is nominated for Best Picture. We have what's her name? The other lady.
Kate Hudson?
No, Kate Hudson, and that was a great movie too. I saw that movie.
Not Kate Hudson. Hold on, I just had it in front of me.
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Emma Stone.
She was good. She was very good. Nominated for Best Actress. He was snubbed. His acting, oh my God. I cannot believe that they would.
He's one of the most underrated major actors out right now. Like he's done so many good projects that just fall under the radar.
You should watch this movie. I think you would like it.
And he plays a lot of different types of roles too. Like, you know, from Friday Night Lights to damn, I can't think of the name of the movie with Jack Nicholson. The Departed.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And, so I'm gonna pull that up. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
It's one of those because even when Daryl gave up American Psycho, it was like one of the movies where it's like, because see, some things just stick with me.
Christian Bale at his best, baby.
At his best.
Like some things just stick with me, and it doesn't put me in a good place. So now that I recognize that, I slow walk into some things. So it's like that movie y'all was just talking about. I can't remember the name of it, but it was one of those things that is low key on my radar, but it's like I don't really have that high of an interest. But I usually follow the animated shorts because the cable car used to have the animated shorts playing there. So I used to go there because it used to come around on my birthday, February 8th. I'm still accepting gifts, but I would go and I would watch those. But for me, it's like I know people that try to watch everything, and I'm like, I can't do it.
I like to watch it.
I give it up to people. I give it up to people that can't.
I have bad shit to say about it. Because I can't be like, that movie was terrible. And they're like, did you even see it? And I'm like, no.
Nope.
So now I have to, I watch it. That way, if I say some bad shit about it, I could be like, well, I watched it and it was trash. Because of these things.
See, even still, the concept of things, it throws me off. But then having a conversation with people, even though I've never seen it, it might pique my interest because my nephew's been putting me on to Chainsaw Man. For me, the concept was weird. The concept for me is weird.
Anime.
It's the anime. The concept for me is weird. And it's like, no, I'm not doing that. But the way he explained it to me, I'm like, okay, it's actually piquing my interest. So it's the same thing with last year. What was it? That vampire movie that they had, Nosferatu or whatever it was. The one that was in black and white. I'm not into black and well, I love black and white movies, but I'm not into vampire movies. But it's one of those movies that I might have watched. I still might.
Everybody watched it. You didn't watch it in high school? That's when I watched it.
Nah. No, the one that came out last year that was nominated.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
no, it's supposed to be like a remake though of the '30s movie that came out with it was a
Yeah,
silent film.
I love black and white movies. I've still never seen that movie. I've still never seen Silence of the Lambs. I refuse to watch those movies. I've still never seen Titanic. It's just not my vibes.
That one
Again,
you can skip Titanic.
You can definitely skip Titanic.
I've never watched Avatar.
Titanic had me boycotting.
See, there's some things that I just don't watch. It's weird for me.
All right, so
Avatar, I don't know why.
So we haven't seen all the movies. But I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that Sinners or F1 wins just because they're both like cinematically incredible. And
I think
Brad Pitt's really driving that Formula 2 car.
Oh, I didn't see that one yet.
See, Sinners is one of those movies that I wasn't like on the concept. I'm not into vampires, but I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me, like what Daryl said, expand myself. And I watched it. And it was great because I've watched it 3 times. And for me to watch a movie 3 times is a lot. You know?
That movie
sometimes I just watch movies and just keep moving.
It should, but for some reason it just hasn't been. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, we'll see. I mean,
it's got the most nominations
ever of all time. In the
it could be political.
I feel like
movies. Yeah,
actresses. You got Emma Stone, Rose Byrne, Jessie Buckley. Never heard of.
All right, so Rose Byrne, that movie. If I had legs, I'd kick you. I've never seen anything like this movie. Have you? Did you see it?
No, that's a crazy title.
No. Somebody was talking to me about it yesterday.
So I didn't see all of those performances, so I don't know. Like, Emma Stone was good, and so was Kate Hudson in that other movie. I saw that movie too. But Rose Byrne in this movie, first of all, we're talking from a purely filmmaking point of view. This entire movie was basically in a close-up the entire time of her face. The entire time, almost. I would say like 80%. It expanded into other things, but her level, like she was giving me like 4 different emotions at a time. Look, she was phenomenal.
You see, like even stuff like that would throw me off because
that movie
I can't even watch some submarine movies. I can't watch submarine movies. Like it's just something about it.
Yeah, you got to open up. See, now my next movie is gonna have to be
what, UB40, that submarine movie or whatever. UB40.
Nah, for Red October, dog, or a few good men. But I'm trying.
I've watched Periscope Down.
I've been on.
I've watched McHale's Navy.
That's crazy. And then obviously, best actor: Michael B. Chalamet, DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Wagner Moura, who I've never heard of before. You know, Ethan
Hawke is my dark horse.
That's a great list.
I love Ethan Hawke as an actor.
You know, I kind of want to see Leo win, man. Even though he didn't have his role wasn't so huge in One Battle After Another, but I feel like this is the one that they just kind of give him so that he has one.
Nah, it'll be.
I don't think he has one yet.
What?
Wow. He's the Susan Lucci, huh?
That.
I don't think so. I feel like he's the Susan Lucci of the Academy Awards.
Nah. If not for Gilbert Grape, the other one, the basketball movie, Basketball Diaries.
Basketball Diaries.
Did he get nominated for that?
I don't know.
See, even that movie threw me off. Basketball Diaries. See, like disturbing movies.
Okay. I'm lying. He finally won for The Revenant.
The Revenant.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can't get touched up by a bear and not win.
Apparently, he really slept inside an animal carcass as like preparation, which I think I don't agree with. But good for you. You won an Oscar, so what do I know?
That's what I'm saying. You don't get touched up by a bear and not win. You be screaming bloody murder. Like you be doing movies with booty juice in the mix.
Come on, man.
We'll get to that part later. I'm just foreshadowing.
Oscars are tonight. I mean, I always look forward to the red carpet. I probably will watch some of it just to see who. I'm
gonna tape it. I'm gonna watch it because
I'm rooting for
if you want to be in the industry, you got to watch some things.
I'm rooting for Michael B to get his awards, man. He's been Denzel'd a lot these days. You know what I mean?
And he played 2 leading roles.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He played 2 leading roles.
Two completely different personalities.
Yeah. I
know?
think he deserves it, but I also didn't see all the movies, so I can't really.
I didn't see them all either, and I don't think that I really have to.
What did you think of the one you were just talking about?
Battle After Another?
Yeah.
One battle after another.
It was a little slow at parts, but like overall, I thought it was an interesting. It was interesting. You know what I mean? Just like the whole. It kind of reminded me of. Weirdly, it reminded me, like, the way it was shot, and like the feel of it reminded me of No Country for Old Men.
Okay.
That's the feel I'm getting from the outside,
and
as well.
So it kind of had that kind of like energy to it, but it was good, man. It was good. Like everybody played their roles like very, very well. So like I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like that's why I wouldn't be surprised if Leo won the award. But like
Tiana
Taylor has been winning some awards, and like you know, Benicio was good, but Benicio is always good.
Yeah, he is. He's always good.
He's always good.
People
like,
are taking him for granted, like the Atlanta Braves in the '90s. Like, they was making it to the World Series. Nobody really cares.
But we're up against it right now, so we don't have to get in. We're gonna do a brief movie review on Tropic Thunder. Movie of the week, Tropic Thunder. You know what I mean? I had to try to keep it weird. I'm trying to keep up with my guy over here, bringing the weird music to the set. Plus, I like Ben Stiller movies, man. Ben Stiller, he has a very specific brand of movie, you know, where they're like quirky and weird and also very problematic for today.
Yes.
You couldn't make half of Ben Stiller's movies in today's climate. Like, I don't. Maybe the Royal Tenenbaums, maybe, or Steve Zissou. Maybe you could do Steve Zissou, but like,
no, it wasn't him. That was Bill Murray.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
We've been watching all the Night at the Museum movies. Like my daughters.
Oh yeah, you can probably still do those.
Those are great. They're great.
Those are good movies still. But like the movies he's more famous for, like he probably couldn't do those movies again.
No.
No. But
I was like, so I did check it out. I mean, I've seen that movie before, but I did like refresh my memory.
What do you think?
I mean, my very first thought was like, wow, they could not make this movie today. They could not make this movie today. But it was so funny. Like, I mean, I appreciated the fact that the entire thing was a satire on Hollywood. I think Hollywood deserves it. Deserves to be made fun of, because a lot of those tropes are legitimate. Like that's what Hollywood does, and it's annoying, you know.
Wait, you grew back kids?
The fatties.
The fatties.
Yeah.
Listen, the trailers for all the movies, for all the actors in the beginning,
probably my
is the
favorite
best part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Booty juice.
That threw me off. I was like, wait. Did I was start in the middle of the movie? What did I miss?
That's so funny. What do you guys think of the movie? I need to know.
We rating them one out of 5, with 5 being the best and 1 being throw this shit out. So how would you rate your version of what you've watched?
Me?
3 is like a solid. 3 is like a solid like Saturday afternoon watch. You know, just a solid watch. So that's a 3. Just to give you context.
Oh, I'm gonna go with like we're like a 3 3/4, a 3.75.
3 3/4.
3.75.
Okay.
We got like a 3.75, just because I think some of the humor was really like spot on with the satire. You know. But then there's other things that are, I don't know. But you know what it is? I can't give it more than that because I didn't finish watching it yesterday. I mean, I've seen the movie before, but a long time ago. So I don't know.
All right. Okay. All right, Darryl.
I'm so stressed out.
Wait, you want me to give my assessment?
Yeah,
and
go
then
ahead.
you bring it home?
You've been talking bad about it since I gave it to you. Like, oh man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about this movie. I don't know about this movie because I keep seeing it. Because I keep going to Pluto TV and I'm watching weird movies. Like, mind you, I try to watch things that are topical. So I've been watching a lot of Irish movies. So I ended up watching this weird movie with Gene Wilder called what's it? Quaxley Fortune has a cousin in the Bronx. It's a weird movie. It's a weird movie. Either way, I watch strange shit, but Tropic Thunder's been on there, and I'm like, I don't know. So I watched it. I'm like, yeah, some of the humor was like real cringy. Like, no, that I'm staying away from cringy humor just for my personal well being because I don't like doing this too much because my back and my body is tight as it is. So I try not to tense up too much. So I watch weird shit just to relax. So this movie, it was funny, and like you said, the satire um around the edges made it funny. But like some of the storylines, like the Simple Jack, that was and that was very cringy and uncomfortable for me. The you know, there's other things like that was cool. Like I don't like people tweaking and really withdrawals with drugs, like I said with Basketball Diaries with Leonardo. That was kind of a hard thing. But the casting was great because homeboy Steve Cogan, I think is how you pronounce his name. I've been watching a lot of his movies, like Alan Partridge. I've been watching a lot of stuff like that, like those kind of humor. But seeing him in this movie, the other cast members, Tom Cruise, like he's a cringy guy in this movie. But you're more in the industry than I am. But I've seen people around the perimeters, you know, and I see that type. So the movie overall, just to put a button in it, because I cringed more than I felt like I just had like a straight out laugh and like, all right, I'll give it a 3. It was a nice watch, but it was one of those things that I had to be in the mood for. You know, I had to be in the mood for this movie. You know, I already referenced the booty juice. I already referenced a couple other things, but the whole cringy stuff, like, you know, going to the Steve Cogan thing. No. So, all right, Daryl. What do you?
I love this movie, dog. Like I watch it whenever I get an opportunity. It is definitely problematic, but it has so many good one-liners and like the little trailers in the beginning with everybody's movies and shit. You know, everybody gives Robert Downey like a lot of flack for his role, but it was done so well. Like Ben Stiller's, he's a smart guy. You know what I mean? And all the stuff that he did, knowing that is problematic, he did it in a way that still found like the humor of it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it was like, you know, he's a method actor. You know what I mean? Like, and he had the surgery.
Oh my God.
You know, I'm just a
That's
dude
crazy.
inside a dude playing another dude. You know?
Yeah.
But the cast was crazy. Nick Nolte's in it, you know what I mean? Like out of nowhere.
The cast is crazy on that movie. I didn't even
Like
put that together.
you're looking at the cast, you're like, damn, Jack Black is in this shit too. Like, and then obviously, you know, Tom Cruise being funny is something that I don't think I've ever seen. You've only really seen it once. Like, his whole career has just been Mission Impossible movies. And you know,
he has that Scientology aura.
Yeah, and then like the few things that he's done in between, like Vanilla Sky and you know, which was just weird all by itself. But I kind of like Tom Cruise doing comedy. You know, the little post credit scene at the end was hilarious. You know, it's a good sit at home and have a drink and maybe, you know, a smoke and fucking watch that shit and just kind of vibe out. You know, it's good enough to watch. You know what I mean? Like maybe on like a little stay at home date night where you can laugh a little bit and you know enjoy the libations. But if you don't get through the whole thing, that's cool too. You know, so I'm giving it a 3.5 on the scale. You know what I mean? As far as like all the things, like I don't think it's a classic, so it's not like in the 4s. But it's an easy watch. If I see it on, I'm gonna just throw it on and just keep watching it.
It's a low key cult classic.
Yeah, it's a cult classic for sure. It's like it's in that same when I think about cult classics, I think about Friday, I think about Tropic Thunder, I think about what's the other movie that I watch all the time?
For me is You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Oh yeah,
That's my movie. That's my movie. I watch that all the time. Oh, I love that movie.
Like Ben Stiller has a lot of like cult classic movies. You know
Dodgeball,
yeah. Where they don't do that well in the box office, but then like when they get to like home and everybody gets to watch them, they fucking explode.
DVD, DVD classics.
I'm a little disappointed that Cuba Gooding wasn't in this one.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. Glad.
Don't worry, man.
He could have been Booty Juice's father.
I got more Cuba Gooding in the chamber for you. I've been spamming them with Cuba Gooding movies. Because you always get the same guy. Cuba Gooding never plays anybody different. But anyway, before we get out of here, Ava.
Real quick, I'll say before Daryl gets into this thing, next week's movie, and I'll give you a little hint. Fackham Hall on HBO.
Who?
What movie?
Fackham Hall. FACKHAM. Fackham Hall. HALL.
Okay. Never heard of that.
Neither have I.
It's interesting.
It's probably in black and white.
Nah, it's new. It just came out. I try to keep it modern.
Okay.
Early Technicolor.
It's like Bridgerton. It's like Bridgerton.
I was gonna say it's probably got a British cast.
Yeah.
Is that your thing?
That
Not really, but I've been in that vibes. I've been in that zone where I'm watching odd stuff.
CD
level. So Australian comedies. Like
so before we get out
Irish,
we're doing a new segment where we're asking our guests to give 5 tips on how to get in or into their craft or things that they can look out for. So before we get out of here, if you have 5 tips for either booking a role or just 5 tips that people should know, 5 things that people have to be successful in acting, singing, dancing.
Okay, well, I did come up with 5 tips on things that people should know before becoming an on-camera actor. This is very specific to on camera, okay? And this is in no particular order. So number 1 thing, here we go. First tip is you have to know that it's expensive. You're going to be nickeled and dimed. There's no other thing like this where you get nickeled and dimed so severely. Every website where you submission platform costs money. You have to pay to put your pictures up. You have to pay to put your reels up. You have to be in class. You have to get headshots. You have to get coaching. It's an expensive endeavor. So just know that. Okay. Also need to know your success is not going to be linear. That means a lot of people think oh, cool. I started doing background work. Then I'm going to book a co-star. Then I'm going to book a guest star. Then I'm going to have a series regular. And I'm just going to walk up this little ladder. And it does not work that way very often. I mean, for some people it does. And that's cool. But that isn't always the path. I think about when we're watching all these old movies and we're like, wow, what happened to that actor? Where did they go? It's because it's not linear. They could have this great role and then dry spell, or vice versa. Yep. You just get this pop of success. It's not going to be in a straight line. So you got to know that. Okay. This comes from my time spent in LA. That before you become an on-camera actor, it really helps to know something about acting. Because there are so many people that come to LA. It's such a thing. It's I'm a good-looking person. Everybody in my high school told me how attractive I am. So I'm going to move to LA. I'm going to get a great agent. I'm going to get some amazing pictures. I'm going to do this and do that, and then I'm going to learn how to act.
Yeah, I got so many followers.
Yeah, I got so many followers. I'm an influencer. I have So if you are actually trying to be an actor, it helps to know something about being an actor and having acting technique and all of that. Okay, this might be a little bit of a hot take. Okay, This tip is that proximity doesn't equal legitimacy. And what I mean by that is I see a lot of this around here, and I'm saying this without any shade whatsoever, okay? I see a lot of people come to my classes or get coaching that are like, I've done this movie, I've done that movie, I've done this movie, I've done that movie. And what they mean is that they were background actors. And so being a background actor in Don't Look Up, which was shot in Massachusetts with Leo DiCaprio and all these huge actors, is very exciting and really cool. And you learn a lot by being on set, but it does not legitimize you as an actor to be a background actor on a Leo DiCaprio movie. And I think that gets lost sometimes out here. Maybe not, but that proximity is very cool and very fun, but it doesn't legitimize you as an actor. You need to actually like.
I tell people I know you all the time, Ava, and they're like, "Oh shit!" and then they just slide me right in. I don't even have to audition.
Really? Well, all right, great. I mean, you keep doing that, okay? Because I'm happy. I'm happy to do that for you. All right, and then the last thing, number 5, again, no particular order. You have to remember that you're going to be a full-time auditioner and a part-time actor. That's it. That's it. Full-time auditioner. That's your job. Your job is auditioning. And then,
like you said earlier.
But if you have let's say you have a full-time job already, can you be a part-time auditioner and a part-time actor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can. And like, again, it's like a good problem to have. If you're so super busy with auditions, that is great. That is a great problem to have. A lot of like really like professional actors are hoping to be in that space where they're getting so many auditions. But still, unless you're in that place where you're a series regular or you're a movie star and you're doing, you're either like on a show for 5-6 seasons or you're, one job after the other because you're a super hot actor getting offers and all that stuff. Most of the time, you're going to be a full-time auditioner and a part-time actor. That's just the way it is with
and like you said, you have to know how to audition. So take the craft seriously. Don't be a hack.
That's right. That's right.
Take it serious.
Take the craft of auditioning
because it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It's not cheap.
So if you wanna get better at auditioning, you should take one of Ava's classes. I've taken a couple. She's been nice enough to let me take some of her classes offline, and it worked. Shit, I got a couple paid roles after dealing with Ava.
See, there you go.
And then most of the time, I just name dropped her. I'm like, yo, I know Ava. She told me to just come down and say what's up, and that.
I love it.
I owe all my movie success and my credits on Amazon Prime right now to you can go check me out. Film. I even got some words.
You got words?
I got words. And but definitely, how can the people reach you if they want to book you for classes or private tutoring, singing lessons or whatever?
Sure. Right. AvaGaudet.com. Everything is on my website. I have, like how you can get in touch with me. I have a little scheduler on my website. If you want to schedule, like book a session with me, you can do it right from my website. At Ava Gaudet on socials, basically just Instagram. Honestly. And,
the reels are really good too. I like the reels. She's giving a lot of insider information on the reels.
Yeah, that's a new thing I started this year. That's like a 2026 thing I just started. So I appreciate that you're checking them out because it's so cringe to do this. But like, I feel like when people give me feedback, like, oh, that video was actually helpful or something, then it makes me feel better about it.
You know what, too? Like, I have to add it to my rotation because I have this prop master and like he's worked on movies and sets like that. And he'll talk about like little simple things like breakaway glass. Like what is made out of like chalk when you see people eating chalk, what's that made out of? Like little tips and tricks. Like I like industry stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to peep you out and see, because
please do.
As a bar back, I don't want to say my proximity is hey, I was the bar back that served somebody that served Wesley Snipes a drink. Even though I didn't meet Wesley Snipes being a bar back. Wesley Snipes. Mr. Wesley don't take pictures. No, I'm just trying to do my job. Like, I'm not trying to take no picture. But
yeah, man, I would definitely appreciate you coming on again. You're welcome anytime you want to come back. Just let us know and come by and chop it up with us and stuff. If you want, make sure you follow her on all the socials. Go to the website, book some lessons and some consults. I'm gonna definitely get back into it. I'm trying to push more voice work though. I got too much.
That's a good idea.
Trying to make money in the ways that I'm good at.
Yeah.
Voice work is longevity.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I just want to be I just want to be in a cartoon, like a regular cartoon.
Yeah, listen, a voiceover is like being a kicker on a football team. It's like you might not be the superstar, but you in it for the long haul.
Yeah, man.
$2 million for 20 years adds up versus 3 years for 20 million, and you're not getting hurt.
And if they touch you, there is a flag.
Yeah. Yep.
You can't rough up the kicker. Man. Make sure you follow us on all the social medias, man. Click this. What do you call this thing up here? QR code. And
is it this way?
I think it's that way.
Mine's over here, but that's
really right. Mine's over there.
Oh no, wait. No, I forgot. I got to point this way for the QR code. See, like I got a little section of my wall here. One of these days, I'm gonna put up pictures on my wall, man. But my wall is one that it don't stick.
I had pictures on the wall, and then I moved my desk, so now I got to put more pictures back here.
But the QR code fits nice right there. Bing.
QR code does fit right nice above my head. Follow us on the socials. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Ava, thank you very much. It's been too long.
Thank you, guys.
In Rhode Island, we gotta get drinks when I'm home in June for sure.
Yeah. Oh yes, let's do it.
All right. Check us next time, guys. We out.